All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 24 stream here on Twitch. I'm NextJGGen24, and today we're going to hopefully wrap up the Giants' March to October grind with a 2024 World Series championship. So, if you guys don't recall from yesterday's stream, we managed to beat the St. Louis Cardinals in the NLCS. Unfortunately, it was not a sweep like I had hoped, but we did get in there in 5 games, and we took the first game in the World Series against the Houston Astros. So now we're on to game 2. Hopefully, we can take 3 and 4 so that we can. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble speaking right now. So that we may wrap up this March to October. Yes, technically this could go on for multiple years, but really the only goal is to win a World Series with the San Francisco Giants. Once I do that, I consider the March to October done because I want to move on to other teams. I have other teams in mind for March to October, so the Giants have been great, but I want to try some other teams too. So let's head into game 2. It's bottom of the 7th, tied at 1. We have Tyro Estrada at first. We have 1 out. Let's see if we can take game 2. And this time we're wearing our black unis. So that's good. No confusion between which orange team is going to end up winning. That was so funny yesterday how the World Series just ended up being orange, or the first game the jerseys were orange. It's just like, that's so funny. That was just so funny. So, one thing I do want to address, and I think it is important that I address it, I had tweeted out earlier, mistakenly, that Alex Bregman had signed with the Chicago Cubs. That is not true. The confusion came when MLB Network went live, and I thought, oh, that's rather strange. I hardly ever hear about MLB Network going live on Twitter. And then they were introducing an Astros play, or a former Astros player who is now with the Cubs. And the player was talking about, oh, I love my time in Chicago, or I love my time in Houston, Chicago. Some of the guys have already reached out to me and everything. And I stupidly, because MLB Network didn't specify who it was that they were talking to, at least in the title. And unless you saw the beginning part where they introduced Kyle Tucker, which I didn't, I had actually missed that. I had gone to the assumption that it was Alex Bregman, so that is my fault. Alex Bregman is still very much a free agent, and we just scored, so beautiful. We got a lead, and I do want to apologize for that. I hope I didn't confuse anyone. It was just me, a case of mistaken identity, because I didn't look further into who MLB Network was speaking to. So that's completely on me. That's an egg on my face. It is what it is. Peach, what's up? Doing all right. We're just grinding out some March to October. Hopefully we can finish it out today with a World Series, and then I can move on to the Captain Blizzard Drop 3 program that was introduced today. Also, my bad about yesterday. I had to leave to go to work. No problem, Peach. Listen, don't ever apologize for life, okay? Life happens. I will be the first one to tell you, okay? And in fact, this week, I'm not even going to be able to stream the rest of it. Like, today is going to be my final stream of the week because Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I'm working the afternoon shifts. So I can't stream. I can't stream on those days. So don't apologize for life getting in the way, man. You get in here, I appreciate it. If you don't get in here, I totally understand. I'm not going to hold it against anyone. I never do. Oh man, we're gonna score a couple runs on this, and that's triples alley too. Nice. We got Christmas. Yeah, next week. We are 7 days. We are 1 week away from Christmas. Actually, Christmas Eve, I should say. And even next week is going to be a bit of an issue as well. Obviously, because of Christmas. So yeah, it's just going to be tough. It's always tough at the end of the year to be streaming. Fortunately, there's not too much that's here. I mean, we have the Captain Blizzard programs, and we just had the Milestone program as well. Let's see, who are we going to do? You know what? I'm okay with Men That's the Presents. Yep, they certainly do. If time is permitting, I may go to Madden. But it just depends on how long it takes me to finish up the March to October. And then we'll see how long it takes me to do Captain Blizzard. If time is permitting at that point, then I will hop over to Madden. And I'll do some Ultimate Team. But I'm going till 7. Because I started this stream at 4. And the reason why I was late, I know I said I would go live at 3, but the reason was, well, there was something immediate that came up that kind of caught my attention, and I wanted to do it, so I had to push the stream back an hour. So I do apologize for not starting on at the time that I said I would start. It's just something came up that I felt was more important. And besides, I know I'm going to give you guys 3 hours anyway. You know, I'm not going to cheap out and say, oh, well, you know, it's 6 o'clock, I got to go. No. I would only do that if I was working on those days. But I am not working today. So I'm not going to cheap out on you guys. You guys are going to get the full 3 hours. Do I think that March to October and Captain Blizzard are going to take me the full 3 hours? No. I do not. That's why I'm suggesting Madden as well. But Madden will only be the daily missions. And I'm hopeful. I don't know if anyone else has run into this issue. Hopefully I'm not the only one. But for some reason the solo battles just ended today or ended yesterday. I was trying to play it or maybe was I trying to do it today? Oh gosh. I don't remember. I haven't really been on this new MLB season since because it wasn't on. Yeah, no, that's the tough part about streaming MLB The Show at this time of the year. There's really nothing to grind other than the Milestone program, the 2024 Milestone program, and you got the Triple Crown winners, the 2 Cy Young Award winners, the Chris Sale and Tyreek Skubal. Those were your rewards. Along with Luis Arias, Kyle Schwarber. You know, so it's not like there wasn't anything at all. It's just that was the latest program after they released Team Affinity. Like, this whole Captain Blizzard thing, in my opinion, is not really worth it. But it's content, so I'm willing to stream it and grind it. Obviously not an immediate priority, because I'd rather finish up on March to October for the San Francisco Giants before I even get to the Captain Blizzard program. So I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. But I have to find stuff to be able to grind. You know, it's not like I could just disappear for a few months and then come back when MLB The Show 25 is finally released. I don't want to be that type of player or that type of streamer. I want to be the guy who's constantly streaming MLB The Show 24. Even when there's nothing to grind, there's always something. And I think March to October is going to help me. I mean, 30 teams may very well keep me going. I wanted to be 100 short as of now, but I think we'll see what happens. I mean, it really depends on what happens with the Captain Blizzard program. Because first is going to be finishing up March to October. And I'm already 2 wins away from wrapping it up. So I had no doubt that the March to October wasn't gonna take long. You know, what I did have doubt about is whether the Captain Blizzard program, how long that's gonna take. I don't honestly know. I don't know how long that's gonna take. So we'll see. We'll see. Beautiful. You know, I'm really surprised that this is how I'm, like, you guys know that I would just aim low whenever I was on the higher difficulty. I would just aim low. I wouldn't, because I wanted to make sure that I was aiming, and that if the ball went down there, you know, I could get it. But it seems like this MLB The Show, like, that doesn't really work, because it's just a bunch of fly balls. Whereas when I don't aim, you know, I get better results for some reason. It's going to be tough. Yes! Holy mackerel. I wasn't sure if that was going to get caught or not. I mean, it was 2 outs anyway, so I should have kept Wilmer Flores going. Maybe he would have actually scored there. All right, they're bringing in Justin Verlander to go up against Jung-Ho Lee. That's fine. All right, so we got a 2-run lead. I will take a 2-run lead. So, I think what I'll do at the end here, when I get to the end, I'll just kind of do like a little review. You know, kind of give my thoughts on the Giants and how I was able to do it. But first let's wrap up this March to October. Let's get the full let's get the World Series championship before we talk about the end. Strike 3, sit down. Attaboy Jordan Hicks. Let's see. We got Bregman, we got Tucker, and we have Diaz. Seem like the matchup clearly favors the righties in terms of handedness, but if you look at their power number or their attributes, like Tucker is much better against lefties, but Bregman and Diaz are not. I don't know. I really do want to save Rogers just in case I need him, because he is my only lefty. So if I can save him for a more appropriate time, like going up against Yordan Alvarez, maybe I'll do that rather than bring him in for just to go up against two righties. The handedness matchup clearly does not favor a lefty. Be safe. Yes! Yeah, I know, Peach. Let me tell you, I missed out on being a potential third place winner by 3 points. And what I mean by that is I lost my championship match, or I lost my playoff matchup. I was the 5th seed going up against the 4th seed, and I lost by 3 points. My opponent still had Drake London, and I knew that was going to be trouble because Raiders weren't going to be able to cover him. Yeah, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. But it is what it is. I made the decision to go with Braylon Allen, pick up Braylon Allen, and then start him over Bucky Irving, because Irving, they said it would be a game time decision. And I was like, I don't want it to be a game time decision and then come to find out that he's out and then I lose points. But I might as well have just gone with Bucky Irving, because Braylon Allen got me half a point. So it might as well have been Bucky Irving, but I didn't know if he would start. And I thought that Breece Hall was out. I thought they said Breece Hall was going to be out for the Jaguars, but they brought him in. And Hall only got the 1 carry, Allen only got the 1 carry. So that was it. I did myself in. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I made the decision. So it's my fault. I could have won that matchup, but I didn't. I mean, it is what it is. It absolutely is what it is. Okay, so we've got a righty coming up. We should get Brian Baker up and warming.
Oh. 1-0. Ball, 1 strike.
But it is what it is. Just got to come back next year. And let that just show you that even though I got the best draft grade of my of my of my league,
That's a ball.
didn't mean jack. Injuries happen. You know, players don't get targeted as much, i.e. Mark Andrews. You know, it's not, you can't just run on a good draft. You have to also be able to make moves in the middle of the season. Make moves that you think will help your team win.
Ball three.
That's the whole point of fantasy.
That's 4. Take your base.
That's gonna get caught. All right, so let's bring in Brian Baker.
Number 33, Brian Baker.
Right. Ooh. Ball. 1-1. Two. 1 ball. 2 strikes.
Come on, Baker. Yeah, Abreu. There's a reason he was cut from the Astros. There's a reason. Never lived up to his 2020 MVP award. Gets a big contract, then just stinks. Strike 3, sit down. There we go. Throw that over to first. 2 outs. All right, now we're gonna get into the dangerous part of the lineup. So Baker just needs to get through Altuve. He does that, and we can get ready for the 9th. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Okay. No, I heard a buzz. The reason I was looking around, I heard a buzzing sound like it was my phone on vibrate. So I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like a phone call that I was getting. All right, so yeah. See, this is where I would definitely want to throw in Taylor Rogers. This is definitely the next part of the order. That's where I want to throw in. And then we can say Duvall for game 4 if we can come in and get and sweep. By the way, guys, if you ever play March to October, I'm sure a lot of people have played it at this point. But if you play March to October and you only do 1 year, you should never be afraid to make some trades. Like I think that's my biggest takeaway from this Giants March to October. It's like I made trades for Brian Baker, for Daron Blanco and for Willie Adames.
No.
And I could have made a trade for
1-0.
Bo Naylor, too. Could have gotten a stellar first baseman. Not that there was anything wrong with Wilmer Flores, just that would have been that would have been a good upgrade. But still, if your intention is to only play 1 year of March to October, then you should not be afraid to make trades. Or at least when they get offered to you. Because it seems like you can't offer trades. You have to wait for the CPU to offer you a trade. Which I think that's kind of the downside to March to October is you can't initiate trades.
No, that's a ball.
You know what? With Baker, I'll let him go another batter, and then I'll take him out when Jordan and Tucker or Alvarez and Tucker are coming up to bat. I think that's how I'm going to handle this. They added a 94 overall Michael Vick in Ultimate Team. Nice.
3-2.
Yeah, I thought Donovan McNabb would be a little bit more of a scrambler. Strike three, sit down. Hey, you never know. I pulled an 89 overall Mean Joe Green out of that coin pack, the one coin pack for the Legends 85 plus overall, or 85 plus overall pack. I did that, and that's where I got Mean Joe Green. Wasn't the 92 overall. I already had that. But it was an 89, which would have been an upgrade if I didn't already have his 92 version. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? No. No. Sorry to take away from Brian Smith or Brian Baker there, but he shouldn't have even pitched to Jordan. It should have been Taylor Rogers. At least I got the strikeout with Rogers, but my God, I don't know what the heck I was thinking there. And ladies and gentlemen, Game 3 is ours. We are 1 win away from the first World Series in Giants franchise since 2014. All right. So we're down 2-0 to we are down 2-0 to the Astros in Game 4. We have a runner on second and first and second, 2 outs in the top of the 6th. So plenty of time to mount a comeback. But obviously, if we could get it done, I'd rather get it done quickly. Should have let that one go. Oh yeah, Yastrzemski would be a free agent.
Ball, that's inside.
I mean, you're not going to do anything with that kind of pitch. Ah, frick.
Leading up for the Astros, the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
So let's see if we can help Logan Webb here.
No ball,
Certainly
2 strikes.
need to if we want to sweep this series. But the momentum doesn't mean a thing if you think about it. Momentum means nothing in the World Series. Because I had a full, you guys saw it, I had a full momentum bar with fire. And yet that wasn't enough. It still put me down 2-0. I'll never understand that. I feel like if you have a full bar, the next key moment that you enter, you should be ahead. Or at the very least tied with in a good position to take the lead. I don't understand why I was down 2-0 to the Houston Astros.
Up next,
But whatever.
the third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Yeah, we'll stop. Strike 3, sit out. But look, even if we do lose this game, it's not the end of the world. All right, we still have a chance, or we still have a chance at clinching it. And besides, the Giants have lost. They did lose one game in the NLDS and the NLCS. Although Willie Adames is going to cut the lead in half with this solo shot. Definitely went Oppo Taco on that one. Let's replay that. Look at that. That ball low and outside. He goes down. He takes it the other way. Bada bing, bada boom. That baby's gone. Yeah.
0-1.
Anyway, what was I saying before? Forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, even if we do lose this game, it's not the biggest deal in the world. We still are up
The catcher,
3 games. We'd still be up, or we'd still be 1 game away from the World Series.
0-1's the count.
And plus, we lost 1 game in both the NLDS and the NLCS. So I'm not going into panic mode just because I lost Game 4 or I didn't sweep the World Series. It's always hard to sweep playoff series. You try doing it on freaking All-Star. Although the best MLB The Show players, they probably do it no problem. So you know what was funny, guys, is last night I thought there might have been drones outside my house because I kept seeing this green light being flashed in my window. Logan Webb is going to give up the home run to Jose Abreu, so that lead jumps back out to 7 or to 2 runs. Darn it, Logan Webb.
0-1.
It might. I don't. Honestly, I don't know. But there was a green light that was flashing on my window. I kept seeing it. but I couldn't. But that's all I saw was a green light,
Nope.
and it was constant too. Like someone was flashing it in there, or like there was some kind of a thing that like the spotlights, how they would rotate. Like I'm thinking maybe that's what happened, because I know our neighbors do have green lights that shine on their house at night, and it for like Christmas and whatnot. So maybe it was rotating and it was just shining in my window. But I know with all the craze that's going on with these drones flying in New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, and California and all that, I couldn't help but think that maybe that's what it was. But I don't think so, because I think I would have heard a drone outside of my house. I think I would have heard it. That's the other thing too, with these drones that are going on, like, how come there's no sound of it? I mean, yeah, it's very high up, but don't you think you would be hearing a drone? I don't know, but like, to me it just seems strange that there's no sound. All these people posting the video and everything, but there's no sound of the drones. And I just find that very weird. Like, I would think that even with it being very high up, you could still hear it. I mean, I think I did see a drone, but not outside my house. Rather, I was driving to New York City. I think it was on Saturday, and that's when I saw like this white light in the sky. It wasn't really moving. It was just kind of stationary. It was on Route 3 heading towards New York City, and I just thought that was weird. I think that was more likely to be a drone. I personally think that was more likely to be a drone. Than the green light that I saw shining on my window last. But I certainly didn't hear a drone, so I don't think that green light was a drone. I think it was something else. Because I would have heard a drone if that were the case. Unless they're making drones silent now, but I find it hard to believe that propellers, like the ones that the drones use, I find it hard to believe that those drones are silent. So, I don't know. But I just thought it was a very unique thing that happened last night. What are they calling for? Slider? They want a slider. It's going to be low. I'm not giving Yordan Alvarez anything to hit. I didn't want to give him anything to hit. Alright, they're bringing in Brian Abreu, which I find interesting. Because I think we're coming up on the lefties, aren't we? I know Jung Ho Lee is a lefty. Actually, Willie Adames, he's a righty. Oh, they're not going to... Oh, they actually... they're not going to let me see again. I'm blocking Willie Adames' quirk. Doesn't matter. He didn't have any quirks anyway, which... Actually, now that I think about that, I should have known that because Willie Adames had the finest card for the Brewers, and I think and I didn't go with him first because he had no quirks. Dang it. That's not really a pitch you're going to do much with.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Dang it. Go back, Willie Adames. Sorry. I mean, I gotta try. I have to. Alright. Blanco is probably gonna start for game 5 anyway. But Conforto in this situation gives me a chance to be able to hit one over the wall and take the lead. He also gives me the opportunity to strike out and end the game. Okay? Or he could do neither. What Willie Adames had scored if I sent him. Chapman, I swear to God, this is where you earn your contract. What was his contract again? 3 year. It looks like 3 years. 40. No, wait. $54 million. You better earn it. Now's a good time to earn it. And he does not earn it. Alright, well, we're going to game 5. Not a sweep. But not the biggest deal in the world to me. We are still 1 win away. And plus, we still have the fire momentum. So hopefully, in this next, in the next game, we can. Yes, we are in a better position now. We are up 2-0, and we have Blake Snell pitching, which is good because the next batters are Yordan Alvarez and Kyle Tucker. So I'm definitely keeping Snell in for Alvarez and Tucker. And if I add on, maybe I don't have to take out Snell at all. Time for Blake Snell to show exactly why he was named MVP, along with Cy Young Award winner, which does not make sense to me. That does not make sense how he won both. Like, I would have put Shohei Ohtani over Blake Snell. So I really wish they would show you the voting, because I would love to have seen this if he was unanimous. Strike 3, sit down. You know, I think I could also bring in. I could bring in Taylor Rogers for. I could bring in Taylor Rogers for the save if I need to. Against Jordan and or against Alvarez and Tucker. Again, if I need to, if we even get that far. I don't know how far we're going to get. Go, 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 go. Except you, Lee. You stay at first. But I wanted to make sure that... I think that's Soler? Maybe not? It's on Yastrzemski. I wanted to make sure Yastrzemski got to third.
Ball.
Nope. Nobody
One ball,
advanced.
one strike.
Nope.
Two, one.
Mm. I suppose as long as I make contact, if it goes foul, that's all that matters. Also can't end up in the glove, you know, without hitting the ground first. You know, in all honesty, if I hadn't given up that home run to Jose Abreu, at the very least, the game wouldn't have ended in the ninth inning. Even if I didn't come through with that, or even if I didn't give up the home run, or hold on, let me try to rephrase this. So that Abreu home run that I gave up in Game 4, that was the deciding factor. If I don't give that up, at the very least, the game goes into extras. So, you know, unfortunately, Logan Webb did lose that game. And I lost that game for Logan Webb. I could have gone a different way. I could have brought in someone else. But I didn't, and I paid for it. Like I said, I'm not really going to think about it too much, because right now we're up 3-0. We're in the bottom of the 7th. So this is looking really good right now. Really, really good. That boy Yastrzemski.
Now pitching for the Astros, number 47.
That boy Tyro.
No ball. 2 strikes. 1-2.
Go ahead. Go to third. Go to third. Yes, sir. We score Estrada in. We're out of the save situation. There's no reason for me to take out Snell. I'm sure the Astros don't want that. They'd rather me take out Snell. Oh, man! Oh. Well, we could still score a run. In fact, we are going to score a run. But we could have scored 2. We could have scored 2. That's all right. Nope.
Now the 17th.
I mean, if we could get one more, I'd feel even better, about leaving Snell in there.
1-1.
Oh, Yastrzemski. Not only did he give us 1 run, he gave us 2. That's the advantage of having that short left field porch right there. It's high, but it's not too high where you can't hit a home run. So I think we've got this wrapped up. I think we're going to be fine. Sorry, I just seen it to crack my neck a little bit.
1-1.
So go ahead, no pressure on you, Snell. Go ahead and show exactly why it is that you won MVP. I think a graphics artist just like a couple of my tweets, or like the same tweet. Strike 3, sit down.
Now batting, number 28.
Come on, Snell. I know you're going to be tired. Yep, only 5 outs, and then. Honestly, I would have. I thought that I wouldn't have a shot at the World Series. I thought maybe, okay, just sneak into the wild card round. Strike 3, sit down. Just sneak into the wild card round. Maybe win that series, and then hope for the best in the NLDS. But I could have never imagined that the Giants would end up like this. Strike 3, sit down. Never. Like, I figured this would take a lot longer than... I figured it would be next year. Kind of just try to sign free agents, try to build for next year. But Giants proved me wrong. This is a team that's very capable of winning the World Series if you make the right moves. Oh my gosh, the fielding is collapsing. Oh my gosh. Oh, I am so taking advantage. You know what? Let's rub the salt in the wound.
Hook one.
Oh, we got a trade. And I did not think this trade would happen, but we have a trade. The Yankees have acquired Cody Bellinger from the Cubs. I am shocked. This is not me mistaking anything. This is straight up ESPN alerting me Yankees acquired Cody Bellinger. So it looks like they got their Juan Soto replacement. Yep, the Yankees got Cody Bellinger. A lot of people said that was going to happen. I doubted it. I was like, I don't think so. I thought the Cubs may want to compete, especially after getting Kyle Tucker from the Astros.
Ball.
But, yeah, Cody Bellinger on his way to the Bronx. But what does that mean for the Yankees' pursuit of Pete Alonso? Does that mean that they're officially out? Because there were talks that they would move Bellinger to first base. So if that's the case, then why do they need Pete Alonso? Well, they're going to need more than Bellinger and Judge to win the World Series. I mean, they couldn't even win the World Series with Judge and Judge and Soto.
Ball one. Ball.
Just shows you what I know about baseball. Strike three, sit down. I didn't think it would happen, but Yankees proved me wrong. Sure, we'll get the details on this trade. I really would like to know why the Cubs went with it. And who did the Cubs get? And ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 World Series champions in March to October are the San Francisco Giants. Wow. This team, I'll give my overall thoughts on this team at the end here, when I head back to the thing. But this will be the official end to March to October for the San Francisco Giants, okay? The goal was just to win a World Series. I did that my first year with the Giants. That's all I needed. So, I'm not going to continue on with this. Yeah, that just pretty much makes whatever draft picks I made useless, but that's the way it was going to be anyway. All right, there you go. Giants win the World Series 2024. All right. Unbelievable. You know what was funny is I'm doing the Mets. I'm doing a Mets March to October, obviously off stream, because I just want to have I want to play franchise with the Mets without playing franchise, and March to October is clearly the best way to do that. So, um, but they gave me an A grade, and they said amazing. So to get an A plus with the Giants, which is unbelievable, that's truly amazing. All right, guys. This March to October review. I'll be honest. Like I said, I never thought I would get to the World Series with the San Francisco Giants, let alone win it with them. Like I figured I would have to wait till 2025 to do it when I signed some free agents. But the trades that I made, there was a reason for them. Okay? Oh, they're seriously not gonna. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to do it this way. All right, so obviously with his stats, I mean, 300 average, 905 OPS. He was a difference maker. That's why I went after him, or why I chose to trade for him. It was so worth it. It was so worth it. And actually, you know, this was his best season. Look at that. Most hits. He prior to that, his best season was 2019 with the Tampa Bay Rays. But 177 with 28 home runs. I can't see the OPS. Hold on. Yeah. OPS, career best, slugging percentage. That looks like a career best as well. Just a career year for Willie Adames, albeit he's not going to be. It's not going to matter about his free agency, but this was really the only year he was going to be part of it. Some other guys here, Jorge Soler. A big shout out to Jorge Soler. He was pretty much our power guy. You could tell by the 43 home runs there. I don't. How does that even compare to real life? Like what he did in real life? Let's see. So in 2024, Jorge Soler only hit 21 home runs. Come on, who was he? Okay, so he went back to the Braves. Okay, so the Giants actually traded Soler back to the Braves. Okay. But he didn't, it looks like he wasn't really that great with Atlanta. Yeah, he only had a .1 WAR with Atlanta. So not it's I mean, I blew away expectations. I doubled his home run total from real life. So Soler was our big power guy. Chapman, I was very disappointed with Chapman. Unfortunately, just didn't have a good year. But at the end of the day, he was serviceable enough that it it was fine. Like he would be fine. But obviously, Chapman has a lot to answer. If I were to continue this, which I'm not, he would have had a lot to answer for. In fact, I may actually look to trade him. Jung Ho Lee, he was disappointing, both in the playoffs and in the regular season. If you look here, actually, regular season he was average. .291, good average. OPS over 800, so about above league average. I don't know. I guess I just expected more from him, but he is only 25, so plenty is still plenty of time. Yastrzemski, how did he do? Well, he's hitting. He's got one more year of arbitration, so it's not like he's totally leaving us, or he wouldn't have left us. But still, 24 home runs, not a pretty solid. You know, considering where he's at this point in his career, 24 is pretty good, especially since he failed to crack 20 in 2022 or 2023. So, in fact, I think the last time he's only cracked 20 like twice. Other than this, like twice in his career, 21 and 19. That's it. Still, it was a nice bounce back year for him to get back and be able to contribute. Thairo Estrada, let me tell you, this guy impressed me. If there was ever a most shocking award, Thairo Estrada would be it right here. I mean, look at this. Highest batting average. I think he won the batting title too. Oh, no, he didn't. He just got, but he did win a Silver Slugger and a Gold Glove, so good for him. But 330 average, OPS 940, 23 home runs, which I'm honestly shocked by that. But over 200 hits. You know, Thairo Estrada really surprised me. Patrick Bailey, I think I was very disappointed by him. Actually, no. A little bit below league average, but still, you know, nearly 900 or 300 average. You know, still growing. Still got plenty of time here. Wilmer Flores, I think I was shocked by him too, because look at that, 34 home runs from Wilmer Flores. That's insane. I mean, he's never even come close to that, dating back to his time with the Mets. And even the previous season with the Giants, 2023, he only had 23. So the fact that he got 34, holy crap. Dayron Blanco, unfortunately, just not a very good, not very good, but I needed him out there for fielding, and that's exactly what he was here for. You know, 250 putouts, a fielding percentage of nearly 1,000. I'm just trying to see his stolen base. 77, I would have hoped for better, but, you know, it is what it is. Stolen bases, 24, about what he got for. So really, Blanco was here mainly for his speed and his fielding. His speed and fielding so that we can move Jorge Soler to DH, and Soler thrived in that role. Unfortunately, that did mean that guys like Michael Conforto did not play. You know, we don't have. I don't see Tyler Fitzgerald here, but I know he was on here. I was disappointed by Luciano because I think he's one of the guys that had the boost. Yeah, he did, but I can't see what that boost is. Might only be +1 because whenever I played those games, they just weren't good. Anyway, yeah, this was fun. I mean, like I said, I'm genuinely surprised I was able to steal the division away from the Dodgers. I was able to beat them in the NLDS. I was able to beat the Atlanta Braves or the St. Louis Cardinals in the NLCS, and I was able to beat the Houston Astros in the World Series. Sorry. And actually, now that I think about it, there's one more thing I gotta do. One more thing. Okay, we gotta talk about these guys. We gotta talk about the rotation. And obviously, you guys know or not the rotation, but rather the pitching side of this. You guys know that I brought in Brian Baker. That was obviously for good reason. I needed to get him in here. I needed him to be our setup man to get us to Duvall. And he delivered in that. Let's see if he has any. I mean, his WAR is not really that high. I'll be honest about that. But look at the strikeout per 9, 11. That's amazing. The home runs per 9 was also very high. I mean, I don't like above 1 for any kind of reliever, but he did bring his walks down. If you see, he brought his walks down. All right, which is the category for holds? Here we go. So yeah, he had 14 holds for us. That was important because we needed a guy that was going to get us to Duvall, and Baker was that guy. Okay, could we have gotten better? Yeah, but Baker was serviceable. And honestly, I didn't even give up that much for him. Blake Snell, obviously, this guy was the best player on this team, won the Cy Young, won the MVP. I got to look at his stats. 21-5. I mean, you're not going to see another 20. I don't think you're going to see too many 20-game winners these days. So, good for Snell. Pitched over 200 innings. Wow, 289 strikeouts? Wow, he was actually a lot closer to 300 than I thought. He had 26 quality starts. I mean, he dominated. That's it. Logan Webb, I know Logan Webb was supposed to be our top pitcher. And if you look at it, 20 wins. I know I said we wouldn't see a lot of 20-game winners these days, but we have 2 of them on our team with Logan Webb. You know, 26 quality starts in 33 games started, 11 complete games. So Logan Webb went the distance for us. He had a WAR over 5. Usually there's like a FIP, but I don't know where to find the FIP. But yeah, Logan Webb, Jordan Hicks was also part of this. I will say, I was very surprised by Jordan Hicks. I'm very surprised by him because you would think that with this kind of ERA, he would actually have a worse record than he did. But 11-10 is still serviceable, especially for a back of the rotation kind of guy like Hicks is. Robbie Ray, I think he was phenomenal, especially during the regular season. 17 wins, 200 innings pitched, ERA above 3, but he was back half, so that was fine. Quality starts 19 out of 32 games started. And I think that was it. Yeah, we also had Wynn and Cobb in our bullpen as well. But I didn't really use them because I don't like using long relievers for those kinds of roles. I prefer to just have them just there in case, if I were to play a full 9-inning game and my pitcher were to go down, then I would sub them in. All right, guys. But that's enough talk. The Giants, overall, this was fun. I'm glad I got it was a grind for sure, but we did get this. We did get it done, and I couldn't be happier. So that's going to end this San Francisco Giants March to October. Anyone who tuned in for it at any point, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. And, if anything, this just motivates me to do more. So there will be more March to Octobers that are coming out. I think I already have a couple teams in mind. So I have to think about which ones are going to be the next ones or the next one. But the Giants, this was a lot of fun. Definitely made me want to pull my hair out at times. But if you're willing to put in the effort and get and improve the team, you can win a World Series with the Giants. So, all right, guys, I will be right back for the stream. Okay, we'll move on to Diamond Dynasty, but that was just my outro for YouTube. So, again, thank you to everyone who tuned in for the March to October with the San Francisco Giants. I will let you know what will be the next ones that come out from that. So, stay tuned for that and stay tuned for the next part of the stream, which is going to be Diamond Dynasty Captain Blizzard program. I'll be right back, guys.